Hello and welcome to another edition of ProtoMet's First Impressions, where I give my thoughts on the first episode of any new tokusatsu show. And after quite a bit of a wait, we finally have the new season of Power Rangers. Power Rangers Cosmic Fury. And Netflix released the first 10 episodes of it, at least. 10 as far as I'm aware, maybe more. I haven't checked since this morning, but I have watched the first episode, and oh boy, is it a bit much. Not in a bad way, it's just quite a bit happens in this first episode. So, first episode picks up right where the final episode of Dino Fury ends off, with the Dino Fury Rangers and the recently revived Zato traveling to an alien planet to fight a horde of monsters, and Lord Zed is present. And if you didn't know that Lord Zed was present, you clearly didn't watch Dino Fury. So from here on, this is probably going to contain quite a few spoilers for Dino Fury, because it is a direct sequel to that series. But Rangers fighting a new horde of monsters. At some point they get joined by Billy Cranston, who transforms into Mighty Morphin Blue. So, cool. But things don't quite work out as well as they would hope. Zed's new allies, who are basically business people in the form of squids, or at least the main villains are squids. The main villains who are working with Lord Zed, they're treating Zed as though he's in charge, even though he has never met them before. And we get introductions, so. New villains, they got a squid theme, but only for the main villains. Anyway, they use a bunch of new weaponry they use this like cannon thing to trap the Morphin Masters. And while the Red is being trapped, he gives the Black Dino Fury Ranger Javi a Morphin Master staff, and basically implants in his mind where they need to go on this alien planet, Zordonia. Pretty sure it's Zordonia. So, after Zato gets accidentally teleported through into God knows where, and that's after the blue Dino Fury Ranger, Ali, gets hit with a poison that turns him evil. That's why Zato is in somewhere. No one knows where he is. Went through a portal. I don't remember them having a portal technology, but maybe I'm just misremembering. Also, apparently, Ali turning evil has happened before, because the poison, in this case, was specifically designed to turn him evil again. I don't remember that, but maybe I just don't remember when that happened. But he's evil now, at least temporarily. The Rangers basically have to teleport themselves out of there to get away from the enemies, who are now coming after them. They reach this shrine, which apparently is the resting place of the legendary Cosmic Fury Zord. Also, apparently Zordonia was the planet that the Mighty Morphin Rangers got the Shogun Zords from. I haven't fact-checked that yet, but that's what Billy claims. Also, Mechanic is there, because he traveled to Zordonia with Billy. Like I said, a lot's happening, but before the Ranger team can put the staff into the altar, which Billy and Mick have reservations about, considering how powerful it's supposed to be, and they're worried of unintended consequences of doing such a thing. The bad guys show up. They found them. Weird how Billy states that he and Mick that he had been searching for this shrine, for this altar, for like a long time, and the bad guys just happen to find it. I know, plot convenience, not gonna linger on this because a lot happens. But anyway, the bad guys show up, start fighting, and Javi decides to take the risk and plunges the Morphin staff into the into the altar to release the Cosmic Fury Zords, and loses his arm in the process. Wasn't expecting magical dismemberment during this. That caught me off guard. Like I said, this episode is a lot. I mean, we got a ranger turning evil, which isn't new, but dismemberment. And while the Rangers are able to use the Cosmic Fury Zords, and are even able to remotely control them from the cockpits of some of the Zords, which is a good way of explaining how they're able to control more Zords than they have Rangers, because only 4 Rangers actually pilot Zords in this episode, but they still managed to form a 5-bot combination. But they managed to battle against the big squid drill, I think they called it, which is, I guess, the mech that the bad guys are using. But Ollie's piloting it, and oh god, what's her name? The Pink Ranger. I am drawing a blank here, and she's a cool character. She's one of the best characters. In fact, she actually manages to get Mick caught up using the new powers she gained after, well, how Cosmic Fury, or Dino Fury ended. Like I said, lots of spoilers for that. But a good way to info dump for anybody who hasn't seen Dino Fury, for the record, so don't feel like you're alienated. What's her name? Amelia? I feel like that's wrong. I might be right. I wish I could remember. It's been a while since I've watched Dino Fury. So, sorry. But she's cool. She's one of my favorites. She got a fantastic arc in last season. But anyway, she manages to teleport into the squid driller, and I guess pull Ollie out of it with her own teleportation, and the Ranger team makes a hasty retreat back to Earth because the bad guys are only temporarily defeated and not even close to being thwarted. And so the Ranger team regroup at the Dinohenge base, and are trying to sort through everything that's happened so far in this episode, and it's a lot to process. And Billy, to his credit, informs this Ranger team that he's gotten contact with a lot of the other Rangers to inform them of potential invasion incidences to be on the ready. So, yeah, Ollie's mom is not only working on a way to cure Ollie from being evil, but also looking to find a way to help Hobby as best they can, considering his very unfortunate circumstances. And this whole Rangers needing to group together to battle against a major threat kind of reminds me of a few years ago while I was at work and just trying to pass the time. I was trying to think of how Power Rangers Super Mega Force could have been better, and the way that Cosmic Fury at the very least starts is actually fairly similar to how I think Super Mega Force should have played out. I'm certainly excited to see how the rest of the season plays out. I'm definitely going to keep watching because they haven't even gotten the Cosmic Fury powers yet, just the Zords. So, yeah, this, if I remember correctly, Cosmic Fury is at least in part written by one of the writers for Boom Studios' Power Rangers comics, and it shows in a good way, because if you've read the Boom Studio comics, those are great and slightly dark add-ons to the original Mighty Morphin television series. And this is a great way of transitioning that level of darkness into a mainline Power Rangers show. I do think that maybe this first episode at the least may be a bit too dark for a new incoming child Power Rangers fan. or potential fan, it might be a bit much for them since A, it is a direct sequel, so we've got a bunch of characters that the audience is expected to already be at least somewhat familiar with, and B, it is surprisingly dark. In a way, though, it does kind of remind me of how Power Rangers RPM managed to be one of the darkest Power Ranger seasons, and it is one of my favorites, so I'm hoping that Cosmic Fury manages to keep on being as good as this first episode has shown to be. I like that this direction to going a bit darker than we expect from Power Rangers. I think it's a nice change of pace. I wouldn't be surprised if after Cosmic Fury they go back to being a lot more child-friendly, and I would actively welcome it going back to being a lot more child-friendly. I'm just saying that for right now, I'm intrigued with the darker direction that this season is going, and I'm looking forward to seeing how everything plays out. So yeah, go check out Cosmic Fury. Netflix has at the very least the first 10 episodes, maybe more. Again, I haven't checked since this morning, but you can watch a whole bunch of this season on Netflix. Go check it out, and until next time, I'm ProtoMet. See ya.